Well, good morning. It's been a little bit since I've done a booth tour video. We've been busy with lives. We had Kim of Yesterday's Tomorrow's was here, and we did our regular Wednesday Facebook Live last week, and then Saturday night we did a tour and shop. So we're back to some of our YouTube videos. I got here early enough this morning to be able to do one before we open. And this morning we're going to visit with Belmont Farmhouse. Take 30% off in Belmont Farmhouse on items not marked firm. And not this weekend, but the following weekend, the 11th and 12th, will be our Oktoberfest, which means lots of great sales for you right here inside the Gray Barn. And we'll have little giveaways as well going on. Which reminds me, I have to stop and get the gift certificate from the Black Forest Inn, because I do want to have that as a fun prize for everybody that comes and stops in on that weekend. $3.50 on the tin, and I was going to say it looks weird. I have the older Drosties. Some of them even have the paper labels. This is a nice repro, and for only $3.50, a nice little collectible to add to your tin collection. Okay, so inside this cabinet, which I cannot believe is still here, some wonderful glassware, pottery, dishes, plates, all different styles. And then this cabinet, if anybody's interested. So these are... So you can see they're brand new pine shelves in here. You can take the shelves out if you want to put a pole across the top and use it as a wardrobe. The wood on the back is original. The paint, now what I love about this is this is $2.50 and then 30% off. This is not chipping. This has been clear coated. So this paint is not coming off. So you don't have to worry about it chipping off, being lead paint or anything like that, because that is not coming off of there. That paint is on there. And then there's a lovely little drawer on the bottom. I just picture this with, I see so many beautiful quilt pie cabinets and stuff that people do, and they pile their quilts in there. So maybe on the couple bottom, you put your quilts in and then have some other things on the top shelves here as decoration. Or if you need a little bit of extra storage space in a bedroom somewhere, guest bedroom, your towels can go in here. It's just such a wonderful piece, and that price is fantastic. For those people who have been out and about and seen these out in places like Lancaster and other shopping destinations, there's a little bit of where this has been splitting, but you're not going to get perfect for that. It does need a little bit of TLC here with the finishing nails to fix this. There was a split here, and then a long time ago. That's why this, you have that, the glue that's not always the best. It starts to yellow with the varnish and stuff, but still, just gives it character. Beautiful piece. You're not going to get that anywhere else for that price. So she's got a lot of original artwork here, numbered and signed kind of pieces. Some beautiful dishes. She's got an eclectic mix of everything in this booth. And the majority of the items can be shipped. So if you see anything in this video or a past video, if you visit us on Instagram, Facebook, and you see anything on there that you need more information on, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We will gladly get that for you. $4.90 on that. It's a nice little thin aluminum tray. There's a nice picture frame back here for just $6.30. An older Disneyland tray. There's nice little bells back here. 16 and 20. 20 becomes 14. The other one becomes like 11.70 or something. I'm not quite 100% sure on that one. The Windy City. And that is, oh, she's marked that down. That's only $4.90 for that little souvenir dish. If you hear the thumping and music, that's the gym behind us. I'm kind of close to it when I'm back here. $4.20 on the spoon wrist. Has a couple little chips. It's very cute, very vintage and kitschy. Pretty little dish for just $6.30. $7 on the little boy figurine made in Japan. This is not Wedgwood. It is made in Japan. It's $21. Some lovely teacups and saucers, and just some cups by themselves. It's a cute little creamer here. I just saw she just marked this down. That becomes $2.80 on that little creamer. And again, we are visiting with Belmont Farmhouse. take 30% off items not marked firm. Keep waiting for her to mark that down. That's 14. Might not be happening. 14 on the funnel. And then the 30% off. She's got some nice cups and saucers. Her stands do not come with them. This has a lot of condition issues on this set because I always get questions about that. And unfortunately, it is not pristine. $8.40 on that set. Again, the stands do not come with them. 16 and then take 20% off. She's got some pretty ones up here that are just $8.40 each. $8.40 on this cute little creamer, as is the little doggy. It's a pretty little color. Oh, that's been marked down. I just saw red. Not literally, but $7 on it. Well, yeah, I guess so, because it was actual red. So yes, so literally. She just brought this tapestry in yesterday. That is $45 and then 30% off, and it does come with that pole. The Last Supper for $14 on a plank of wood there, piece of wood. And then decoupaged on there and yellowing from age and from the varnish that they used to use. Each of these little salad bowls is just $2.80. So looks like there's 3 available. They got some good weight. They have been used. You can see where the knives cut into it. So if you're going to use them for food, just make sure you use a food safe oil. If you're going to paint on them, since they have been used for food, most likely salad, they probably do have some remnants of oil in there. So make sure you're sanding them down well enough to give them a nice little sand to get those oils out of there so that the paint or whatever you put on there does stick. $3.50 on the box grater back there. Another spoon rest for $6.30. That's a 3-spoon holder there. This is not old, but this little basket here is $4.90. We have a George in the family, but it's a cat, so I'm not getting him a Walt Disney World cup. He would not be able to use it. But if it's filled with milk, he would love it. That's pretty, just $4.90 on the yellow depression glass creamer. Libby glass for $3. Our little puppy is $8.40. Oh, that's pretty, that glass there for $4.90 with the bird on it. This is funky, but it is missing the saucer. This is an incomplete luncheon set for $8.40. It would have been a 3-piece set, but alas, no saucer on that. She's got a bunch of these little, they're painted. They're $8.40 each, the strawberry jars. $14 on the silver plate back there. Newton, New Jersey for our local folks, $14 on that little plate there. This is it is ceramic, and that's $7. If you're putting it outside, I highly recommend using a top coat on that. So I hope to get some individual items up later throughout the day. Then we are doing a lot of stuff because we do have that event next weekend. And we're trying to get the van empty because we are going out to Lancaster on Sunday night right after we close up here. Once in a while we get away on these when Don has vacation, we leave here Sunday night and we are back here by Tuesday night so we can have the shop open by Wednesday. So not a true vacation, but still a little bit of a getaway. Lancaster is close enough to us that we get to enjoy it. I just wish we could stay out there a little bit longer because there's so many shops and places we want to visit, but we're just not out there long enough to do everything we want to do. And as you know, in this industry, most of the shops all close at 5 o'clock and have limited hours and such. So we don't get to see as many things as we'd like to. $14 for this lovely brass etched vase. And Don has to do this thing and eat lunch. He's not a happy camper if we have to stop and just grab a snack. I can snack because I want to keep going. I want to get to every possible shop I can before 5 o'clock. So $10.50, just eat a big breakfast and keep going. Nice bottles. I don't know what's on this milk bottle. It is. That's been marked down to 14 from 25. Rhode Island is that one. So and then 30% off. Off of that 14. A couple more things around here. All right. So we have visited with this cute little, not shippable, but cute little display stand. The basket on the floor is not for sale. There's a couple things in here that are not. Oh, then that white tray table in the front is not for sale. No, that basket is for sale. So this tray table and then the white down there are not for sale, but everything else furniture-wise, the bookcases are not, but the other stuff in the center is. That tote, I have a person that's going to ask me about that. Not shippable. So, unfortunately, it costs you so much more to have things that are oversized shipped than going to your local shop. And by that time, you can probably find one for about the same as it would be to ship, just the shipping alone. So, this is Belmont Farmhouse. Again, 30% off. As always, thank you for spending some time with the Gray Barn of Andover, New Jersey. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope you're having the same weather we are, because it's been absolutely glorious the last couple of days. So thank you, and goodbye.